Hello, psychological enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. We're happy to have you with us today as we delved into the psychology of fear. What is fear? Is it just a feeling? Or does it run deeper, influencing our thoughts and actions in ways we might not even realize? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of fear, exploring its origins, its impact on our minds and bodies, and how we can learn to overcome it. Welcome to our exploration of facing fear. Fear is a fundamental human emotion, essential for our survival. It triggers the fight or flight response, preparing our bodies to respond to potential threats. But in modern society, where physical dangers are less prevalent, fear often manifests in more complex ways, influencing our behavior and decision-making in subtle yet profound ways. Fear can be a powerful motivator, driving us to avoid perceived dangers and seek safety. But it can also hold us back, preventing us from taking risks and pursuing our goals. Understanding the nature of fear is the first step towards overcoming it. Fear can take many forms, from specific phobias to generalized anxiety disorders. It can also be a response to past traumas, such as in the case of post-traumatic stress disorder. Each person's experience of fear is unique, shaped by their individual history and biology. At its core, fear is a natural response to perceived threats. When we encounter a potential danger, our bodies release stress hormones like adrenaline, triggering the fight or flight response. This physiological reaction prepares us to either confront the threat or flee from it. While this response is crucial for survival in dangerous situations, it can become problematic when fear is triggered inappropriately or excessively. For example, someone with a phobia of spiders may experience intense fear and anxiety when confronted with a harmless spider. In such cases, fear can interfere with daily life and lead to avoidance behaviors. Understanding the underlying causes of fear is key to overcoming it. For some, fear may stem from a past trauma or negative experience. For others, it may be linked to underlying anxiety or mood disorders. By identifying the root cause of fear, individuals can begin to address it more effectively. Cognitive behavioral therapy is often used to treat fear and anxiety disorders. This type of therapy helps individuals identify and challenge irrational thoughts and beliefs that contribute to fear. Through CBT, individuals can learn new coping mechanisms and gradually expose themselves to feared objects or situations in a controlled manner. Mindfulness and relaxation techniques can also be helpful in managing fear. By learning to focus on the present moment and calm the mind, individuals can reduce the intensity of fearful thoughts and sensations. Ultimately, overcoming fear is a process that requires patience and persistence. By understanding the nature of fear and seeking appropriate support, individuals can learn to confront their fears and live more fulfilling lives. When we experience fear, our bodies go into overdrive, releasing adrenaline and other stress hormones that prepare us for action. This fight or flight response is a remnant of our evolutionary past, helping our ancestors survive in a dangerous world. The brain plays a central role in processing fear, with the amygdala acting as a key hub for fear responses. However, other parts of the brain, such as the prefrontal cortex, also play important roles in regulating and modulating fear responses. The amygdala is responsible for detecting potential threats in the environment and initiating the fear response. When the amygdala perceives a threat, it sends signals to the hypothalamus, which activates the sympathetic nervous system. This leads to the release of adrenaline, which triggers physical changes like increased heart rate, rapid breathing, and heightened alertness. While the amygdala plays a crucial role in the initial fear response, the prefrontal cortex helps to regulate and control this response. The prefrontal cortex is involved in decision-making, problem-solving, and regulating emotions. It can help to dampen the activity of the amygdala and reduce the intensity of fear responses. In addition to these brain regions, the hippocampus also plays a role in fear processing. The hippocampus is involved in memory formation and helps to contextualize fear responses. It can help us differentiate between real threats and perceived dangers, based on past experiences. Understanding the neural basis of fear can help us better manage and overcome our fears. By recognizing that fear is a natural response rooted in our evolutionary past, we can learn to respond to it in more adaptive ways. Techniques like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and exposure therapy can help reframe fearful thoughts and gradually desensitize individuals to feared objects or situations. By learning to regulate our fear responses and challenge irrational thoughts, we can reduce the impact of fear on our lives and live more fully. Fear is not just a biological response. It's also influenced by our experiences and the world around us. We learn to fear certain things through our experiences, and cultural factors can also play a significant role in shaping our fears. For example, someone who grows up in an environment where spiders are seen as dangerous may develop a fear of spiders, even if they have never had a negative experience with them. While fear is a natural and even adaptive response, it can also become debilitating if left unchecked. Phobias, panic disorders, and other anxiety disorders can significantly impact a person's quality of life. Fortunately, there are effective strategies for overcoming fear. Exposure therapy is one such strategy, which involves gradually confronting feared objects or situations in a controlled and safe environment. By repeatedly exposing themselves to what they fear, individuals can learn that their fear is unwarranted and reduce their anxiety over time. Cognitive behavioral therapy is another effective approach to treating fear and anxiety disorders. CBT helps individuals change their thought patterns and behaviors related to fear. By identifying and challenging irrational beliefs about the object of their fear, individuals can learn to respond to fear in a more rational and adaptive way. Mindfulness techniques can also be helpful in managing fear. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can learn to observe their fearful thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This can help reduce anxiety and increase resilience in the face of fear. Fear is a complex emotion that transcends individual experiences, permeating societal structures and influencing collective behaviors. Its manipulation and exploitation are evident in various facets of society, including politics, media, and marketing, where it is strategically used to shape narratives and control populations. Understanding the multifaceted nature of fear and its impact on society can empower individuals to navigate the information landscape more critically and resist manipulation. At its core, fear is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history, serving as a primal survival mechanism for our ancestors. It evolved as a response to the dangers of the ancient world, alerting early humans to threats and triggering the instinctual fight or flight response. While the modern world presents different challenges, the fundamental mechanisms of fear remain ingrained in human psychology, influencing our perceptions, decisions, and societal dynamics. In politics, fear is often employed to sway public opinion and garner support for certain agendas. Politicians and leaders use fear-inducing rhetoric to portray certain groups or ideologies as threats, manipulating public sentiment to gain power or enact policies. Similarly, in the media, fear is used to capture attention and drive engagement. Sensationalized news stories and clickbait headlines capitalize on fear to attract viewership, often at the expense of balanced reporting. Marketing also harnesses fear as a powerful tool to influence consumer behavior. Advertisers create campaigns that play on people's insecurities and anxieties, suggesting that their product or service can offer protection or relief. This fear-based marketing can create a sense of urgency and drive impulsive purchasing decisions. By recognizing the pervasive influence of fear in these areas, individuals can become more aware of its manipulative tactics and make more informed choices. Critical media literacy and a skeptical approach to fear-based messaging can help individuals resist manipulation and navigate the complexities of the modern world with greater resilience. Fear can be a double-edged sword when it comes to creativity and innovation. On one hand, fear of failure can hold us back, preventing us from taking risks and exploring new ideas. On the other hand, fear can also be a powerful motivator, inspiring us to push beyond our comfort zones and think outside the box. As technology continues to advance, so too will our understanding and experience of fear. Virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and other emerging technologies have the potential to revolutionize how we perceive and respond to fear. How we navigate this brave new world of fear will depend on our ability to adapt and evolve alongside our creations. Thank you for joining us on this explosion of fear today. We hope you gained valuable insights into the nature of fear and how to conquer it. Remember, fear is a natural emotion, but doesn't have to control us. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more informative content like this. Until next time, stay fearless.